Good evening, Mayor. Good evening, City Council. My name is Dennis Mahon. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. So I'm a little far away from home tonight. And I'm here representing the family interests of Kristin Smart. And I assume that everybody here is very familiar with her. Is this any better? For those of you who do not know who Kristin Smart was, she was a Cal Poly freshman in 1996. And on the evening of May 25th, 1996, she disappeared. And 6 years later, the San Luis Obispo court declared Kristen legally deceased. The police have identified Paul Ruben Flores as the prime suspect in the case. And tonight in attendance here, we have Paul's mother, Susan, and her boyfriend, Mike McConville. The reason why I'm here tonight is on May 25th of next month is going to be 9 years. And everybody in this room agrees that 9 years is just too long. There's not really anything specific the mayor or city council can do, but I just think it's important for Kristin's memory that her name be spoken in this chamber tonight. Kristin was born on February 20th, 1977. I spoke to her mother. She was born in Germany. She came to the Central Coast because she insisted on it. Her mother and father said she loved this area. And one thing that really struck me, as frustrated and as angry as Stan and Denise Smart are, they believe that Kristin will ultimately be found. And I asked Mrs. Smart about 2 weeks ago, I said, when you get Kristin back and you have a nice Christian service for her, where are you going to bury her? And her answer stunned me. She told me that the Smarts are from Stockton, California. She said, Dennis, we're not going to live in Stockton forever. And Kristin loved this area, so they plan on burying Kristin somewhere around here. And it just speaks volumes that the Smarts are not angry at Arroyo Grande. They're very angry at the Flores family and the fact that they will not cooperate with investigators. In June of 2000, police got a search warrant to get on Susan Flores' property to look for Kristin or items belonging to her. They used ground-penetrating radar. The FBI told Mr. and Mrs. Smart that there were some anomalies in the backyard, and so the results were inconclusive. A short time, a couple years after that, I was in San Luis Obispo, and I sat in Lieutenant Steve Bolt's office, the sheriff. He was the lead detective on the case. Nobody on this planet, except for the Flores family, know more about this case than Steve Bolt. And he told me on that day, when it came time, they took a vote whether or not they should dig up the backyard. And Steve Bolt voted in favor of it, and that he was outvoted. So the reason why you see me around town right now with the sign that says dig up Susan Flores' backyard is I'm hoping that law enforcement can get a second search warrant. Now remember, when you have a search warrant, law enforcement cannot arbitrarily go on people's property. They have to go to a judge and say, this is the information we have. This is why we believe it's whatever they showed the judge signed off on it. The Flores do not like the fact that I'm in town, but I have a standing offer. It's been up there for years, that if they will waive the Fifth Amendment and agree to cooperate with the San Luis Obispo Sheriff's Department, answer all their questions to their satisfaction, then I will shut my website down, I'll shred that banner, and I'll go back to North Carolina the same night. So I'm trying to work within the system by going through the courts to ask law enforcement to get a second search warrant. But by and large, just the name of Kristin Denise Smart needs to be spoken in this chamber. There's nothing specific you guys can do, but you are the powers that be in this community, and it means a lot to Mrs. Smart just to say her name in front of you. That's about all I have, and I thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak here tonight.
Okay, thank you for your comments. Anyone else who would like to come forward? Items not published on this evening's agenda. Might want to readjust that microphone down a little bit. Thank you.
Good evening. Susan Flores, 529 East Branch Street. Honorable Mayor, members of the City Council, and city staff. First of all, I would like to thank our city's police department in protecting its citizens of Arroyo Grande. Many of you come to realize that not only my home, but my places of work have become a target of harassment. The First Amendment gives people freedom of speech. However, it takes the court system to stop slanderous statements and untruths that can be said about you. In an attempt to inform the public the truth, I'm informing the public that the permits for the concrete in my backyard are from 1981 and are on file with the city of Arroyo Grande. For the record, our family purchased the home in 1988. As a final statement, it is also our family's hope that Kristin Smart will someday return to her family. It saddens us that lies are used to support a mission for a missing woman. Again, thank you for your time.
Thank you.